So let's jump right into the bad. The number one thing I don't like about this thing is you have to take it off the wall, remove the battery cover and the battery, and put it on a charger just to charge it. There's mixed reviews online about how long the battery life is on this. I can tell you in the past couple of days I've used it quite a bit in the making of this video, and it's really only used about 5% of battery life, so that isn't that bad. Now if you stick around, I'll show you something in the app that might help conserve battery life a little bit. Now with all that being said about the battery, the first thing you're going to want to do when you take this thing out of the box is charge the battery. On my initial charge took about 8 hours or so it wasn't exactly a quick charge. And of course it uses a micro USB connector, so it's not compatible with my USB-C phone adapter. Okay, so they do sell an extra battery if you need to keep this thing online while your battery is charging. And at the time of this video, they run about $34. The whole opener wasn't much more than that, but it is what it is, I guess. So if you want app control to work, you'll need to go to your app store and download the MyQ app and set it up with your account and Wi-Fi credentials, and get it working with your garage door opener. I'm not going to cover how to do that in this video. Mine already works. I have a liftmaster garage door opener. If you don't have a MyQ compatible door opener, they do make an adapter called a Smart Garage Control that you can get for about $25. I'm going to assume that you already have a door opener with a MyQ logo on the side, and we're going to go from there. So don't mount your opener yet. We're going to get into that here shortly. Once you've installed the battery and it's completed its boot up process, you should have a blinking blue light right here on the opener. So we're just going to leave that alone for a minute. Go ahead and open up your MyQ app and hit the plus sign right here in the corner. Add a device, accessory, video keypad is the first choice. Is my battery charged? Yes. We're going to connect it to the garage door opener. Next. Now you're going to need to select all 4 of these. If you get a box that says your Bluetooth needs permission, go ahead and go into your settings and grant it permission. You'll need to check all 4 of these right here. I'm ready. Next, next. Okay, we've discovered the device. Click the device, pair. Okay, so it already knew my Wi-Fi credentials because I've already done this. If you get the box that wants you to add your Wi-Fi credentials, go ahead and do that. Next. We're going to keep the name, Video Keypad. Now we're going to create a pin. This is our main pin, not our guest pin. So I'm going to go ahead and enter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? That's the sort of thing an idiot would have on his luggage. Oh, anyway. Done. Next. Program it to our opener. It's very straightforward. All you have to do is follow the prompts. Okay, so within 30 seconds, we're going to want to enter the pin that we just created. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and press home for 5 seconds. 5. Okay. Next. Setup now complete. Skip for now. We are done. Okay. Go ahead and tap start to see the live stream. And it's working. Alright, so you probably already know this thing has a subscription tied to it, but what I want to know is what can I do for free? I'm sure you want to know that too. But the subscription does allow you to record for either 7 or 30 days. There's 2 different plans. You also get person detection that'll alert your phone and rich notifications, okay? It also seems like it's forcing me to take a 30-day subscription, which I actually don't want, and I don't see any way to turn it off until the subscription is getting ready to be over. So what can I do for free? Well, quite a bit actually. You can view live audio and video. The call button on the device right here, well, somebody pushes that, it will alert your phone. It lets you do that for free. And then, of course, you can have a 2-way conversation with that person. You can also create up to 16 guest pins and track who used what pin at what time through the history page at the bottom of the app right here. So that's pretty convenient. There are 2 different ways to do these guest pins. You can set up a temporary pin or a recurring pin. I couldn't get the temporary pin to work. Even though I was within my allotted time frame that I set the pin to, it came back and said every time that that pin was expired. So it was useless, but I did get to use the recurring pin, and that worked fine. If you want to make the recurring pin a temporary pin, just delete it, and that's going to have to be the way that it works. So if you want to create a guest pin, go ahead and tap the video icon to wake up the camera, select the gear icon, and pins is your first choice. Here's our main pin right here, create guest pin. So this is this temporary pin I was telling you that doesn't work. I'm just gonna go ahead and set recurring. And we'll go ahead and set it for every day of the week. All day access. Guest pin name. Test pin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It doesn't matter, whatever. Done. It's that simple. Click done. There's our guest pin right there. Now if you want to delete that, just click on that, delete guest pin. And one other thing that you can get for free that you would get anyway, whether you had this device or not, is activity alerts, like if your garage door opens or closes. So remember I mentioned earlier if you wanted to preserve your battery a little bit? Well, if you don't have a subscription and you don't care about motion detection or anything like that, there's a setting that you can select to turn off the motion sensor. Now when you go into your app, it always helps if you click the video thumbnail to kind of wake up the camera. Click the gear icon, scroll down here to battery. See, we're down to 92% already, and that's just in 2 days, but I have used it a lot. Battery saver is on. See, turn that off. Now the motion sensor's on, turn it on. Okay, so that should help preserve the battery a little bit. All right, so we've kind of got the opener set up and working about the way we want it to. You can go in and tweak things a little bit later, but the next thing you're going to want to do before you drill any unwanted holes in your house is physically take the opener and your phone to your preferred location and see if it's going to work. Just hold the opener on the wall and go into your app. Go ahead and click the video thumbnail to wake up the camera and click the Wi-Fi icon in the corner and see what you've got. Now mine is weak to fair. I'm just going to go ahead and try it right here anyway and see how it goes. If I have to, I'll move my router closer to the garage door. That way I get a little bit stronger of a signal. Now under the battery tips, it does say that if you have a weak Wi-Fi signal, it'll drain your battery a little bit faster. Now if you've got an existing keypad, go ahead and remove that and go ahead and use the top screw. But my house is in block and I'm starting from scratch right here. So I'm going to go ahead and hold it at the desired height. They do say they want it at least 5 feet above the ground to keep it away from children. I'll level my bracket and then I'll mark both holes. I'll go ahead and use a hammer drill and knock some of those anchors in the block and go ahead and screw that on there. Very simple anyway, even if it's block. Now that bracket can turn either way, so make sure and have it facing the direction that you want the camera facing. That way you don't mount it and it's upside down. And then once you get it mounted, go ahead and put the camera in there and use the little thumb screw to tighten it up on the bottom. Very simple. All right, so this is very simple to use. Just enter your PIN and press home. Now this does have a nice feature where you can just close the door by pushing the home button. If you have a yellow learn button on your garage door opener like you see right here, you can just walk out the door, hit home, and then keep on walking. Very nice. If you don't have the yellow learn button, just go ahead and enter your PIN and press home and the door will close for you. All right, so that's pretty much it. If you feel like you've messed everything up and you just want to start over from scratch, this is the reset button right here. Press this for 10 seconds. This light on the front here should turn blue, okay? Start flashing blue. Once it does that, press this for 10 more seconds, and then after you do that, you've got a factory reset. All right, so I hope this video has been helpful. Any questions, comment below. Thanks for watching.